You're watching Talk Minute, and I'm your CJ, back to their albums ranked, and today's album ranked is going to be of Die Hard is Murder, a band that I've wanted to get to for the very longest time. And yeah, I haven't been able to get to them. It's been forever now since I decided to try to rank them. And yeah, it's either been I just decided to go with another band, and or I'm waiting on an album to be released because I don't want a new album to be released a week after I've done a ranking for a band, because yeah, that's fucking happened before and it sucks. Yeah. So we have the green light for ranking Die Hard as Murder, so let's do it. Let's go into it. Number 6, Godlike from 2023, their most recent album and the first one without CJ McMahon on vocals. And that is not the reason for this album being their worst. The reason is it is not riff driven like their other albums. Riff driven, as in like the riffs are what pummels you into oblivion, and what is the most standout aspect. Here it's the vocals that's the more standout aspect on Godlike, when I'd quite frankly prefer it to be riff driven, because, well, Die Hard is Murder has done 5 other albums that are just completely fucking riff driven, and yeah, still fantastic. It's still perfect all the way through. Add Die Hard is Murder to the fucking band list of bands that have gotten perfect on this the rankings. But yeah, my least favorite is Godlike, and a lot of other people would probably agree with that. Number 5, one that they will not agree with, is Hate from 2012. Still an amazing album, but not as technical as The Adversary, and everything above Hate on the list is much grander and more memorable. In my opinion, I remember the 4 albums above it to be more memorable than this one, and I remember more songs from the other albums. I feel like this album is overrated compared to their other records besides Godlike, as Hate is considered their best album commercially, but in my opinion, it's nowhere near the best album. Still great all the way through, and I hate nothing on this album, which this album also has the song Immolation, which is one of my favorite Die Hard songs of all time. Absolutely fucking awesome song. Number 4, let's go into number 4, which is going to be Dear Desolation from 2017. Vastly different from the albums before it and after it. More emphasis on atmosphere, as I find it to be extremely big in that department. Big sound, huge sound on the album. Dear Desolation screams very loudly with presence and sticks that way throughout it. Like the other albums Die Hard has done, it is riff driven, from with the riffs hitting extremely hard, just literally pummeling the fuck out of you for however long the fucking record is. I'm gonna guess 40 minutes, probably wrong, but it pummels you for 40 minutes. Is basically what a Die Hard is Murder album is supposed to fucking do. And yeah, it does everything I'd want from a Die Hard album. Songs that stand out to me as the best are Slaves Beyond Death, The Son of Misery, the title track, and Skin is the Serpent, and Fire in the Sky. Best song, however, is Puppet Master. Fucking check that one out. It will not disappoint. Puppet Master will definitely not disappoint. Go from number 4 to number 3, which is number 3 is going to be Adversary from 2009 or 2010, whatever. I think it's 2010. Yeah. One of the best debuts of any deathcore band. Is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Re-listening to this album has brought me to regard it as a masterpiece, and rightfully so a masterpiece, as it's got technicality unlike any other albums released at this time, as other bands went from heavy over the technical playing. Die Hard is Murder put both of them into Adversary and just like made this like technical heavy deathcore fucking like masterpiece record. Songs like Laceration, Penetration, the title track, The False Prophet, Decrepit Putrefaction, and Coward's Throne make The Adversary one of the best early deathcore albums. However, the song I point to as being the absolute greatest on the album is Furnace of Hate. Fucking phenomenal song, honestly. Absolutely fucking brutal song. And yeah, they started off big. They started off with The Adversary at number 3. I fucking love that record. Check that one out. I want to get a copy of that one so bad. Number 2 is going to be Human Target from 2019. I almost said 2009 because the last one I said was 2009, and I know it wasn't. I know it fucking wasn't. Don't correct me in the comment section. I know I fucked up, but for the longest time, Human Target was my favorite Die Artist Murder album. But re-listening, I have to put Holy War at number 1. As you would probably already know that by now. Holy War at number 1. Again, a riff-driven, heavy as fuck experience with even different flavor than Dear Desolation, having some of the atmosphere of Dear Desolation, but the heavy riff atmosphere and heavy riff just pummeling of Holy War. I'd say this album is like the combination of the two, basically like if both of these albums had children, it would turn into this one. Basically, that's what I'd say. It was like if those two, if Holy War and Dear Desolation had a kid, that would be Human Target. The best songs on the album are the title track, New Gods, Death Squad Anthem. The best on the album, Make America Hate Again, aka the first 4 songs on the record are just fucking back to back to back to back to back fucking hits. And Voyeurs into Death, the ones I didn't mention, are also fantastic as well. It basically, you could name all of them for being standouts, but yeah. The first four are just fucking wildly good to start an album. It's just, like, intense from the opening go. And number 1, Holy War from 2015. Holy War is one of the finest deathcore albums ever fucking made. Very riff-driven, which is usually not the case with deathcore, but yeah. As the vocals usually drive the albums in deathcore, and the vocals are usually what everybody focuses on, but holy fuck, these riffs all over this fucking record, there is just absolutely standout fucking riffs. It's just absolutely pure music genius and mastery of a style of deathcore specialized by Die Artist Murder. The song selection is immaculate. Let me read the songs off to you because they are that fucking good. Every single goddamn song in this album is all the standouts and the best. The best song in this album is the whole fucking record. Just listen to it from front to back. It's just, yeah. Absolute Genocide, Lightbringer, Holy War, Coffin Dragger, Fur and Claw, Deliver Us to Evil, Emptiness, Violent Reckoning, Child of Sorrow, and Naked and Cold. Fucking phenomenal all the way goddamn through this album. Every riff is crafted for memorability, every song is memorable, and Holy War is just back-to-back fucking bangers all the way through. This album, if this album was played as a live set, back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back, the whole way through, and nothing else from any other album, it was just all these in order, I would go fucking home happy, because I would like to see this album played fucking full, because it is that fucking good. It's pretty rare to get an album this fucking good in a discography. This is like comparable to a lot of the classic albums that everybody would say. Like I'd even put this classic status. But yeah, that's how I rank Die Artist Murder. Hope everyone liked it. It was kind of a hard video to do. I had to retake it a lot, but yeah, I just wanted to capture the energy of like how much I like this band and yeah. It was fun. It was fun re-listening to all these albums again. Hope everyone liked it, and I will see everyone whenever I decide to upload again. And yeah, peace.